This audio product is published by DreamStream, and it may not be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means, electronic, mechanical, recording, or otherwise for private or public use, without the written permission of the copyright holder. The presentation you're about to listen to was recorded at the Dream Academy Master Your Money Masterclass. It is loaded with insights and strategies to help end financial stress and build systems that create wealth. Listen and learn how to build enduring wealth.
Okay, that's a good place to clap, isn't it? Like, making progress. We're almost there. Let's run real quick to marketing. And this is very important. Marketing, very important. Marketing is the process of transferring goods, services, products from the producer or the seller to the consumer or buyer. And this includes delivery, shipping, advertising, the messaging. I think a critical part of marketing is the messaging. It's extremely critical, whether as a copywriter, the content, or how you're listing the benefits of what you're selling, or the timing and all of that. Are you creating a context for it, or are you just dumping the message on people? And it's very important. So I'm going to show you a couple of things. Now, please understand something. That your product may make you happy, but it's your marketing that will make you rich. I could dance all I want around this thing. I'll be like, don't you think this is a nice product? Does it look good? So I could be taking selfies every morning. Chica. Product things. It doesn't help anybody. It's just making me happy. But it's the marketing. It's the transfer from my warehouse or storehouse. And I don't have a warehouse or a storehouse. Well, I have a storehouse and a warehouse. The storehouse is in my house. To the end user. That's that whole chain. We want to deal with that. Understand also that your product may give you a sense of fulfillment, but it's the marketing of it that will bring you fortune. It's in the marketing of it that there is a financial exchange, a financial transaction. That's where the money comes in. So here's the deal. In your marketing, you want to prioritize relationship building. When I look at this room, for me, it's not a one-off thing. I'm not hoping that, so after today, okay, that's the end of it. I'll see you guys later in life, and hopefully we'll see you again before Jesus comes. I'm trusting that's going to be an ongoing conversation. I don't mean like reply every mail I send. Or be calling me every other day. Hey, Pastor Dami, how are you? I'm fine. Okay, I'll call you back in the afternoon to find out how you are. So how are you this afternoon? I'm fine. Okay, I'll see you at night. So how are you? No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that we can create open lines of communication. And per time, we can bounce off ideas, or I can push opportunities to you and go like, this is what's happening now. This, like I'm saying, that at some point, I'm trusting that some people in here would apply these things and generate massive results so that we can say, okay, you're a licensed instructor for the Master Your Money course. Wouldn't that be wonderful? So relationship building precedes revenue generation. It is better to spend a year building a relationship to create a decade of wealth than to make a financial transaction in the immediate and lose out in the ultimate. It is better to build a relationship in the immediate and have transactions at the ultimate than to have a transaction in the immediate and lose out on the ultimate. People will buy from you when they know, like, and trust you. When they know, like, and trust you, they'll buy from you. And the more they know, like, and trust you, the more they will buy from you. Now, how many people here have ever taken a bottle of Coca-Cola, the drink, Coca-Cola, and before you drank it, you were like, this is Coke, but let me just see, let me taste it first. Has that ever happened? Why? Why? Coke is Coke, but why? Who said that? Emeka is the name, right? Uche, sorry. That's the key word, because you trust, and you say, trust is not a verbal profession thing. You never buy a bottle of Coke and say, I trust this Coke. Share a Coke with Dami. I trust this Coke. This Coke, I trust it. It has my name on it. You don't do that. Trust is an inner game. When you trust somebody, it's from within. When you don't trust somebody, it's from within. You can smile at them, but when they're gone, you understand? Many times the difference between where your business is now and where it could be is marketing. And I've heard a lot of people say, I don't like marketing, I don't like marketing, no, it's not my thing. Here's the deal. Replace marketing with education. Do you know what marketing is? It's creating awareness about the benefits, the potential benefits of a certain good product or ideology. So, marketing is really teaching somebody why they need it, what it will do for them, and what they will miss if they don't get it. So, marketing is teaching. That's why the best form of marketing is teaching, communicating the ideals, the values of something. Now, marketing will determine how far your product will go. It will also determine how fast your product will go. I'm going very fast now. There are 3 core processes in your marketing world. Number 1, your core offer. Somebody say core offer. Core offer. Okay, do you now understand why I insisted on this module? Are you getting there? Because I feel like I've cheated you. This module is very important. This module has changed my life. Yeah? And I'm giving you the best of the best of the best of what I've applied and what I've spent thousands of dollars just learning and seeing how to integrate them and create a system that works for me and those who share the things or consume the things I share. The core offer, I'll talk about that. Number 2, the community and campaigns. Marketing is incomplete without one of these. You must have a core offer, which is the value you're adding in the marketplace. Then there must be a community. That's where list building comes, where online communities come, where one-to-one building a database comes, and then the campaigns. I'll tell you what that is. If you want them in peas, your preferred product, you're preferring a product to meet a need, to satisfy a want, to gratify a desire. The preferred place is your community. That's where you deliver your value. And then your prepared promotional plan. What's the core offer? The core offer is the dominant benefit. So, for my sister who's into events, I hope you know that your core offer is not the backdrop or the table cover or the food even, if you do that. The core offer is either I'm taking the stress off you. Now, if I'm saying I'm taking the stress off you in my marketing, I must be able to describe the pain. I wish I had enough time to show you a couple of my sales pages, sales letters. Let me ask, how many of you read the sales letter concerning this event? You read it. Okay, so over half the class. Here's the deal. Do you know how long that thing is? About how long was it? At least 10 to somewhere between 10 and 15 A4 pages. Now, anytime I put that out, some people go, nobody will read it, it's too long. No. The people who need it will read it. But there's a system, I can't even teach that. That's a whole day. About what your headline should be, what your sub-headline should be, what the hook should be, what the heart should be, what the introduction should be, what the benefit should be, where the testimonial should come. The system to that. So the dominant benefit. So if you're a tailor or a fashion designer, the dominant benefit is not the fabric. It's not the cut. It's not the design. It's the enhancement of their image, which has a direct impact on their perception in the marketplace, which has a direct impact on the value exchange in the marketplace. Two people can bid for a contract. One looks scruffy and haggard and all. The other looks all well put together, speaks well, communicates with confidence and clarity and conviction. And then this guy is given 10 times more than that guy. Why? Perception. That's where you come in. Number two, or on that, please understand this, that you are a gift. Look at someone and say you're a gift to somebody. Tell somebody your offer is valuable. Oh, nobody will read it. Oh, nobody will wear it. Oh, nobody will watch it. Oh, nobody. No, your offer is valuable. Got to run. When you're dealing with your core offer, think about these three things to be able to craft what your core offer is. Number one, the wants of your customers. What do they want? When they come to you and say, I need a software, what do they want? You know, I have been teaching a couple of people who are close to me, including my wife, and I'm teaching myself as well, that ask for what you're asking for. You want? Understand? Don't say, let me see your phone. That's not what you need. What you need is, oh, do you use the same charger as I use? You understand? Or do you have this app? Cut to the chase and isolate the wants. So at the end of my long sales letter, what did I say? I said, when you apply these things, you'll be able to send money to your parents. You'll be able to buy a car that does not break down and make you a laughing stock of your friends. You'll be able to retire with confidence. That's what you want. Nobody wants 10 pages of full caption. That's not why you came. You understand? I didn't say, oh, at the seminar you take a lot of notes. But you've done that with the hope that you're going to use it. So what are the wants? What are the wishes? What do they wish for? So a headline could be, do you wish to have a stress-free wedding ceremony? If yes, keep on reading, because this might be the most important letter you've ever read in your life. But before I show you the opportunity, let me tell you what I saw at one wedding 2 weeks ago. Can you imagine at this wedding, after a beautiful church service, getting there, all the seats were broken. The sound system was not working. Now, look at, can you see, are you engaged? Are you engaged? What am I doing? I'm messaging, I'm communicating, I'm breaking it down. I'm not telling you, oh, I have shades of seat covers in 2,500 colors. They're not really concerned about that yet. You can say that later, but I'm telling you, oh, at this wedding, oh, the church service was good, the pastor prayed, the anointing was there, but guess what? The tarpaulin was open. The bride seats, in fact, you would have thought it was a dog that was pooping on the thing. By the time she was done, her white garments had become brown. You paint the pictures and the image. What do they wish? They want to have nice photography. Yeah? They want to capture the memories. So target their wishes. How about their worries? What are the concerns? Concerning your customers, list their worries. What are the worries? Having bad sound, or having not being able to deliver on a project because they have a software with bugs. Yeah? You have to describe that worry. You have to bring out the emotional commitment from them. That, oh, can you imagine, would you forfeit 100,000 naira investment? Or rather, would you forfeit a 1 million naira project because you're failing to make 100,000 naira investment? This software may cost you 100,000 naira, but it's not a cost, it's an investment, because it will help you do X, Y, Z. Are we still here? Yes. Are you getting it? Benga, are you getting it? Yes, so deal with their wishes, deal with their wants, and deal with what? Worries. Their worries. What do your customers and consumers really want? What do they really want? What do they really want? I got a tailor-made suit at a major costumier for my wedding. What do I really want? I wasn't really looking for a tailor-made suit, honestly. I was looking for a suit in a certain shade of color, with a certain cut, with a certain style. I had a certain look in my head. Electric blue, a dash of hot pink, and white. Yeah, and brown accessories, yeah. Because I couldn't find it anywhere else, I paid multiples of what I'll get off the peg from somebody who would deliver it. Why? When you give people what they really want, they'll pay more. They'll pay more. What they really want, they'll pay more. Have you ever been looking for a certain outfit before, ladies, and you walked the length and breadth of a certain road? Meanwhile, when that bros was toasting you, because he didn't have car, he said, I can't walk. but now they're looking for that shoe. He was walking up and down because that's what you really wanted. What they wish for, what are their concerns. And in this, you've got to understand, do not list the benefits. Do not list the features. If you're going to list the features, list that later. What people want is the benefit. I can't sell this bottle of water to you, say, oh, guess what? It has all these ridges on it. Yeah? And then it's blue. No. What do you want? You want your thirst to be quenched. Now, if you're going to talk about the ridges and all of that, what's the benefit? What's the benefit of these patterns? Grip. Exactly. So that's why you're telling them that unlike people who are desperately trying to drink water just before an appointment, and because they didn't have a good grip on the bottle of water, the water splashed on them. You understand? You're creating desire. You're communicating intelligently that, so you don't want that to happen to you. Like my friend who was about to make a presentation to a CEO, and then he had a patch of water and he thought he was sweating, like couldn't take care of himself, or he was anxious. He lost the job or the promotion. You understand? So that's how you do it. So features tell, but what happens? Say that again. Features inform and benefits transform. When you buy a book, you're not buying the book for information. You're buying the book for growth, for research. You want something, you want to learn something. Number 3, features, benefits, prescribe. Number 2, component of your marketing machine. What's that? Community. What's a community? A community is common unity. It's a group of people who see themselves different from other kinds of people, and they have a unit of desire, a unit of intention, a community. They are a community. So you must begin to build a community. I'll talk about how you can do that. The simplest way to do that. We're getting there. Number 3, campaigns. What is a campaign? A campaign is a series of strategic promotions designed to secure increasing levels of buy-in and commitment to a line of action. It's election season, so you're having what? Campaigns. What does that mean? The candidates are going from one place to another place, and what are they doing? They are making promises, many of which are empty. So similarly, when you're having a drive, let's say you want to craft a new product or you want to repackage an old product and say, I'm doing a 50% offer. You can't just announce that once and hope everybody will buy. You have to tell it differently. Oh, are you aware of a 50% discount? Now, you're going to be like, people will get tired. People will only get tired if you repeat the same thing the same way. So for those who got the mail yesterday, rather on Monday, what was the title of the mail on Monday? Your golden keys. Your golden keys. Oh, you see now. You got this 3 days ago, but you can't remember. So it means if I send it again to still be in order, right? Because anyway, you can't remember. Your golden keys to wealth and abundance. And my opening line was something like, I don't remember, but something like, oh yeah, congrats, you've been with us, or you've been with us on this training for the last XYZ days, and this is the last of the email-based trainings. But first, I would like to ask you for a favor. Would you kindly consider sponsoring somebody? You remember that? Yeah. To that event. Because some people are like, oh, I'm out of the country. I ran to a woman who was going to the States yesterday. She couldn't be there. And the other guy who was going to the UAE, both of them ran to them at the bank. They've been on my list for I don't know how many years, never met before. So, okay, could you consider sponsoring somebody? So, when you've passed the message to them over and over and over again, like tell someone, make agbada. Say, I don't go out, make agbada. Oh, I don't go out, I'll use it as cover cloth. Then you shifted. Okay, when was the last time you bought something for your dad? You know, Easter is coming. Will you consider making this? So at that point, you've now said, okay, this person is not ready to consume it, but the person can still custom it. So it might not be my consumer, but it can be my consumer. So your campaigns have to make promises the same way political candidates make promises, but make them promises you can deliver. How to make $1 billion in the twinkling of an eye. Even if you use blood money, you won't make $1 billion. In the twinkling of an eye? Well, maybe sometime in the future when you have chips planted in people's eyeballs and you can sell stock with their eyes. What's the easiest way to build a community? Online community. You've heard about that. But let me touch on some things that maybe Latunde Sampson didn't talk about and some that he already talked about, but I'll just breeze through it. Your online community is very important. Why? Because it gives you a door to the world. I have audiences, people who receive from me weekly in over 30 countries that I track, that I measure. Much more than that, but over 30 countries. I've not yet been to up to 30 countries. Yeah? But guess what? My products have been there. I didn't know, we had never had a conversation. Olatunde Sampson showed you a folder of all the podcasts. Do you think it's possible that somebody will see that folder one day and copy it to their own system? And somebody see it in their own system and copy it to their own system? And somebody see it and copy it to their own system? Online. Online. When you do it, like I said, don't go around buying all those things. Buy the phone numbers of everybody in Nigeria, including those that are going to be born next year. Don't do that. Do you have permission? This is a book by Seth Godin, I think it's called. He's one of the brightest marketing minds. He's a great writer, and he has different books like Permission Marketing and another one called Purple Cow. And he basically talks about two kinds of marketing, interruption marketing and permission marketing. Interruption marketing, if you realize, for those of you that stumbled on the advert for this event on Facebook, was something like, if you are interested in attending this, what should you do? Send your name, your email address, and your phone number to info@Dream Academy Online. Why? I don't want to waste my resources on people that are not interested. Because if you're not interested, I'm annoying you. You're annoying me. We're annoying each other. And what's happening? We're wasting resources. So don't interrupt. Take permission. Permission marketing is marketing without interruptions. You've got to run. There are many reasons people unsubscribe. Yeah. 54% is that the emails came too frequently. 49% say the content became repetitive or boring over time. And I talked about that, how to say the same thing in different ways and create multiple levels of value and extensions. So you buy the book for 500 naira, the seize the moment, but the online training is $97. That's a far cry, right? It's a 6-part video training where I'm talking direct to camera and sharing some other things, and it's available in downloadable audio and video format. So I'm giving you one level of value, another level of value, another level of value. And then there's the online coaching, one-to-one coaching, and mentorship, and all of the different levels of value. Yep. Your campaigns should have three things. They should seek to impact, they should seek to influence, and consequently, that should lead to income. How do you create impact? One of the things you do to create impact is to give something for free. Know that they don't know you. They don't know what you can do, what you can offer, and so the level of trust is minimal. Now, how many of you have been to these shops? I guess more often when you travel, maybe they're doing a few malls in Nigeria, where you just see all these pretty ladies carrying either pies or cookies or chocolate or something. Pardon? To taste. So they just give you pancakes to taste. It's free. But if you taste it and you like it, what do? You buy it. So, for those who are offering software solutions, can you create a software for free that has limited functionality? You've seen it online. It will be watermarked like a video editing software. You can download it and use it, but guess what? It's watermarked. And if you want the watermark removed, you pay the full subscription. You can do that as well. Create a free package of your product, of your core offer. Give it for free. There are many PDF downloads that I've given out for free. They're just free. But guess what happens? All of them, most of them, if not all of them, have a link back to one of my websites. A link that is relevant to the content. So I can keep the ongoing conversation. How do you do that? You need an opt-in page. Then you offer value. The opt-in page promises something. So case in point, who has internet access? If you can go to publicspeakingmastermind.com. Publicspeakingmastermind.com is the page for my public speaking training. And so I think you're going to see something like, I used to be extremely shy. How many of you have seen that page? I used to be extremely shy, but over the last 5 years, I've been privileged to speak to XYZ number, whatever. Are you also interested in learning how to improve your public speaking skills? Just fill in your name and email address here, and I'll send you some important content over the next couple of days, something like that. And what happens? They don't fill it, and I go like, oh, okay, sorry, later. No, I deliver it. Yeah? And at the end of the free, I believe it's a 5 mil content. Oh, would you like to further your education along those lines? I have a product called Speak with Power. Then when they buy it, I'm like, okay, would you like a 1 hour session where I walk through your public speaking, challenges, where you can shoot a video of yourself speaking and I can critique it and show you where to improve. So multiple layers. But it starts with what? The opt-in page. The value is what you're delivering, and then the offer is where you make the sale. Your opt-in page needs to have what they call a lead magnet. I've talked about a PDF, an audio, a taster program, free agbada for the kids. What else? Software. Who else is in business here? Uche, what do you do? You're an IT professional, so you work full-time. Yep. Okay, but when you start doing this on the side, it's the same psychology, yeah? Yep. Number 2, you deliver great value through your rich and relevant content, and then you offer something for sale. Now, how do you set up your opt-in page? Like I mentioned earlier, we're almost done technically. Like I mentioned earlier, my web pages are simple. And I'm going to give somebody or some people an opportunity. If you're like, okay, I already have content, I already have something I want to deliver, I already have this. I'm going to do it for you, of course, not for free. And I haven't done this in God knows how long. BJ and I started a web hosting business many years ago. And I've not done that. I just host all of my plenty websites myself. But I'm going to create an opportunity for somebody who's saying, okay, you know what, this thing is a lot. Would you walk me through it? How many of you would like that? Just want to know what level of interest there is in the house. Would you walk me through it? It's going to be very expensive. I'm not going to lie to you. And the reason, well, let me say relatively expensive. And the reason it's going to be relatively expensive is if you don't commit to the process, you just have a web page there doing nothing. But I'm going to show you how to build your database, what technology to use, where to sign up and all of that. The tools that I use personally, and I'll show you some of the back-end things, but I'm not going to do that now. Yep. So keep that at the back of your minds, and please pass the feedback forms. And when you do that, when you fill in the feedback form, make it as a note. I'm interested in setting up my web pages or my online systems. Or I'm interested in registering my domain or hosting my website. Or I'm interested in one-to-one coaching on this or that. Just indicate whatever it is you want there. I'd like you to fill in our... So this brings us to the end of our marketing module.